Well, I just got back from a yoga workshop, and the thing I struggle with has come back into my head. And who am I to think I can teach someone to better their lives? Who am I to think that I can bring a change to the world? But there is this question of who am I? And well, I guess I'm me, and that's what I have to work with, and that's what I'm going to work with. So here we go again to do this yoga intro to yoga. So we were doing the Yamas, but we'll start with the 8 limbs again. They are Yama, your external morals; Niyama, your internal morals; Asana, positions, the exercises; Pranayama, control of the breath; Pratyahara, withdrawing the senses from external distractions; Dharana, focus; Dhyana, meditation; Samadhi, enlightenment. Then we went to the Yamas. We did Ahimsa, non-harming; Satya, truthfulness; Asteya, non-stealing; Brahmacharya, walk like God, conserve your energy, be aware of your energy. And now we're at our final Yama for the 8 limbs, Aparigraha. Non-hoarding, non-coveting, non-collecting, non-attachment. We'll start with non-hoarding, part of Aparigraha. And it goes with Asteya a little bit with the non-stealing, and the fact that look at the things around you, and you'll probably realize that you have enough and you have what you need to survive. And I don't mean just food and water and shelter. But survive, you need entertainment also, of course. You need joy, you need the fulfillment. But you don't need an abundance, an overabundance of the things that you like in life. Just be aware that stockpiling can bring clutter to the house, the body, and the mind. And it can harm you. Remember, Ahimsa, non-harming, it also includes yourself. So we want to be aware that hoarding things can harm us. But don't let it stop you from being an art collector, if that makes you happy. Continue on collecting art or DVDs. I know I take videos sometimes in front of a wall of DVDs. I love movies, I love watching movies, but I don't let this collecting control my life. So then we can go to the non-coveting part of Aparigraha, and non-coveting, the easiest one is with people. You see in these magazines like, oh, perfect specimen of the human race, perfect specimen of the human race. And you're like, oh, I have to look like that, I guess. I have to be like this, I have to do these things. Well, no you don't. We're ourselves. We're each individual. And you need to reach the potential that yourself can reach, your body can reach, your mind can reach. None of us really look the same. None of us act the same, really. So it's kind of a lose situation if you start comparing ourselves to what we see on, no, let me strike that. It's the desire to be something you can't be, or to be something you think you should be, when really we need to be working on what we can become. Don't covet what some TV show, some advertisement says that this is what you should do. This exercise, this pharmaceutical is going to heal all, do this. But it's just, Aparigraha really tells us, brings us into the present moment and tells us that if you stay in this present moment, you most likely realize that you have all that you need right in front of you. And what you need in the future will be waiting for you there when it becomes the present. There's a great analogy in Light on Yoga that talks about kind of the non-attachment part of Aparigraha, and it tells about the moon, of like, oh, we all look at the full moon and gaze at the beauty of the full moon, and that moon just continues on its cycle. And when it's the new moon, no one notices the moon. It's gone, of course. Obviously, it's blocked by the earth, and the sun doesn't reach the moon. But even though people aren't gazing on the moon and admiring its beauty, the moon does not stop doing its circle around the earth, and it continues with its acknowledgement from humans or without. So that's what we just got to do. Stick to our present moments, continuing on life, continuing our cycle without distractions of magazine articles, advertisements, or the new telephone that everyone's going to have, so I should have. None of that is necessary. Just let the moments happen how they want to happen. And the whole non-attachment thing, it's you can have that thing of can't take it with you when you die, and yeah, you can't really, and not even the body. Your body's here to bring you through this life, and it'll be gone when it's over. Not to say that you should just waste away and be all lazy and not do anything, because that would harm you. So this is also a good time to say all of these yamas connect with each other. You see, Ahimsa can go into almost all of them, and I'm sure all of them can go into each one of them. But Ahimsa is the easiest to bring into with the non-harming. Just so many things can harm us that the Ahimsa is seen in all of the Satya, non-stealing, truthfulness, conserving your energy, non-hoarding. But to get back to Aparigraha, I'm a little all over the place at the moment. But so non-attachment. If complete non-attachment is not practical. We realize now that there are things you attach to, loved ones, your car, you need it to get to work or whatever, your body, you need it to function normally. But don't be sad don't be, not sad, but don't let it affect you in a negative way when it's gone. Because you most likely had no chance to change that. The fact that the thing disappears. All disappears eventually. So when it does, just be aware that that's how things flow. That's how the world works. Things come, things go. So non-attachment. It's actually a pretty beautiful thing. Keeping in this present moment, and then I'll talk about present moment here a little bit. Present moment doesn't mean I'm only living in this exact moment and I remember nothing of the past and I don't think of the future, but it's more of a steadiness of I'm not living completely in the past, of like, oh, my couple years ago was the best times of my life, or in the future that's where my happiness is going to be. But it's more of a taking things as they come, not planning too far ahead because things change. And not only living in the past, well, because it's gone. And practice non-attachment to objects when they leave or break, to all the way to your own body. We're all gonna die. That's just what happens. But you can think of it as I don't know if it's matter, but what is existing can never be destroyed. So if you want to take it in this way, your body may decompose, your cells may merge away from everything and seep into the ground or whatever, but everything that built you is still there. So do you really disappear? Maybe your body does. I'm going way off topic here. But Aparigraha, non-hoarding. And that ends the yamas. Next we'll do the niyamas. Then we'll get off all these moral things. Go to asanas and pranayama, meditation. A little more relaxed bits of yoga there. And, right. Aparigraha, non-attachment. Ahimsa, non-harming. Satya, honesty. Asteya, non-stealing. Brahmacharya, awareness of your energies and aware that you need them to function, so don't waste them. And Aparigraha, non-hoarding, non-attachment. Namaste.